terms of funding opportunities, Birmingham does offer quite a variety of choices.
I've been lucky enough to receive funding from both the PGR Support Fund and the PGR Development Fund throughout my time here as a postgrad. The Support Fund covered the costs of travel and accommodation at a couple of conferences that I attended, which of course is really important because you need to start getting feedback on your research and also finding out what's going on in your field. So that was really great. And the Development Fund helped me to run a postgraduate forum for about 3 or 4 years.
The PGR Development Fund I used last year for a conference that we host in our department. It's called BELP, the Birmingham English Language Postgraduate Conference. We had about 100 attendees. So that was all paid for from the Development Fund and then was free for people to attend.
Every year there is a large conference, a medieval conference in Leeds, and I actually presented a paper there last year. And the Support Fund paid for both my accommodation and my travel up to Leeds. The Congress is a very good way of actually networking. There's something like 1,500 people go there every year, so it's a very good place to actually be able to present your research. So it enabled me to do that.
Along with my colleagues, I've been able to benefit quite a lot from the PGR Development Fund. We've hosted a number of events, not just for our various fora in the School of History and Cultures, but also we run events called PPP, which is post-PhD progress. So we try to incorporate all sorts of events.
I actually applied for the PG Research Development Fund once for postgraduate colloquium at this university, and I also applied for a support fund for my conference paper in Sofia this year.
The funds that I've benefited from are the Midland 3 Cities Consortium. We are lucky in Birmingham that our university is part of a consortium that bids for funding from the Arts and Humanities Research Council. I won an award amongst pretty stiff competition to get that funding with the help of my university.
Thinking about tips for people who are trying to secure funding, when I actually applied for my funding, I did it at exactly the same time and in the same application as I was applying to do my PhD. So effectively I killed 2 birds with 1 stone by doing the same work at the same time. I had discussed it a bit with my supervisor beforehand, and he was of the opinion as well, you've got nothing to lose by putting the application in. And so I did, and I've been lucky enough to be funded by the College of Arts and Law, which has been really good because it's basically meant I can pay the mortgage.